Alright, we're back again today. Another video, another Squarebody. This is the biggest one we've ever bought. I've been looking for one of these trucks for, I know, like ready to buy 2 years now at least, and so
struck out on a few.
Yeah, we've missed out on a few of them that we probably would have bought, but found this one, went and got it, and we're just gonna get into it, tell you a little bit more about it. Alright, so this is a 1986 crew cab C30 dually. And these are big trucks. This is the first one we've got. We've been wanting one of these, a crew cab dually, for
a long time.
I know 2 years now. We've been wanting to buy one, never found the right one. We're getting more rare to find, and so
just scrolling through Marketplace one day.
Yeah, found this off Facebook Marketplace. Had to go a little bit farther to get it than we wanted to, but it was worth it. So this truck actually came out of Missouri. Went up there and got it.
And before it was a Missouri truck, we believe it spent all of its life in Georgia before that.
That's what we were told. It was in Georgia. Went to Missouri. We got it from Missouri. So now it's in Tennessee. So it's made its way around down here. The truck's been painted. Just about all the clears off the hood. Just around the edges is still on there. A little bit in the center.
Which that is a sign a Squarebody's been painted if the clear's flaking off of it, because
yeah,
they weren't base clear from the factory. So.
Other than that, the truck, I mean, it's pretty straight for as long and as big as it is, and it being black, it's going to show everything on it.
And which obviously it's a truck. It's going to have a few dents and dings here and there, but like I said, it is pretty straight.
Yeah, and then the clear's coming off the hood, tops of the fenders. The roof's probably the worst part on it.
It's got a little rust, a little surface rust showing on it. But I mean, nothing that can't be fixed, you know.
That's nothing. I mean, I'd rather it be a little bit of surface rust up there as to, you know, the whole rocker gone or something.
Yeah,
like
which, speaking of the rocker, it does have a slight hole right there. I mean,
that's the worst rust on the body.
And then there's a little bit right there in the floor, which these crew cabs, a lot of them rusted out, and the bottom of the doors is all solid in this thing, which is another reason why we bought it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's you can't see it now, but when we had it out in the sun the other day, when it was shining on this one side, or broad side of the sun, you see a lot of swirls in it. Somebody has tried to buff it, or they started it and then didn't finish it. I mean, you can hit it with a foam or a wool pad or a foam pad, but if you don't go back over it with something else, it's still gonna have swirls everywhere in it. That's what's been done here. You can still see every swirl that's been put in it. So I don't know. I mean, I'd like to just run over it with something just to get them out of it for now, but eventually we're gonna paint it. So.
And it's black.
Yeah.
And who does not love a black truck?
At first, we were, kind of iffy on a black dually.
Yeah, we was really more in the market for like a red or a white, something like that.
We almost had a white one bought before this one. It sold
within like an hour of being.
About a month before we bought this, and we thought we had a white one, and then this one came up, and
I mean, I can't be happier with it.
Had to look to it, so we went and got it. And the bed sides are pretty straight on it.
Which, typical.
Yeah,
almost every dually fender you see is going to be busted somewhere. And the passenger side is exactly the same. Somebody probably jackknifed a trailer into it. So
at some point, yeah.
But I'd much rather fix that than, have half the fender missing. So
yeah, I have to replace one. Can't find them right now either. Tailgate, a little rough. It's been used though. I mean, they did put these chrome plates on top of the bed sides, and there's one up in the front up there. We took the front one off actually. The front bed panel looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So nothing.
And it's got a gooseneck ball in it. And I mean, the bed's not in terrible shape. It's got typical dents and dings, but it's not complete rust. So
No.
Can't complain with that.
And that plate, I think the plate's bolted in. It's not completely welded, I don't think. A lot of these people just weld them in from what we've seen.
Yeah, weld them to the bed floor, but it looks like this one's bolted down, so.
If we ever want to take it out, we can just unbolt it, we're hoping, but probably just gonna leave it in there.
Yeah, and another one of my favorite parts about this truck is the smooth bumper on the back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which
I hadn't seen very many dualies that have this on here. They
yeah,
most run the bigger, like the thick bumpers.
The big style bumpers or the step bumpers, but I mean, I like it.
Yeah, I think it fits good. Fits it well. Even the tailgate piece, or did we swap the?
No, we just put a Chevrolet on it because the finished piece was missing the Chevrolet, so we just took it off
sitting
on
there
one
and
of
we
ours.
swapped that out. Like you said, this dually fender's busted. This one's not as bad as the other side. These are fiberglass, and
they're known to get disintegrated, basically. Yeah. So
we can work fiberglass. We work with fiberglass stuff, so we're going to patch that up and fix it at some point. We don't know when we're going to get to do anything with this.
And we're glad they're even fixable because they're extremely hard to find right now.
You can't replace them right now. I mean, you have to find used ones. I don't think you can buy new ones. I've looked. Can't buy new ones right now. And so,
something these mirrors too.
Yeah, we've never seen the mirrors.
I've never seen a set of mirrors like this. Usually, this piece will be about right here, but these have an extra, you know.
I don't know if somebody's like extended them out or if they were made like that. I have no idea.
Usually most dualies you'll see will have the big tripod style mirrors like that, which I kind of like these on here. They're different, you know.
Yeah.
And cab lights.
Yeah, cab lights.
Who don't love cab lights?
This thing, they look mean at night with all the lights on them. So.
And it's got the 85-7 front end, 86 obviously, but the bar in the middle. It's got the big bumper guards on it.
This truck was repainted the last time it was. I'm sure it was a nice truck. It seems like it. And I mean, all the paint's held on here pretty well, other than the top of the truck, which is the part that's exposed to the sun the most. It's going to just bake it off. So, and it being black, it's going to absorb a lot more heat.
It's going to get a lot hotter than.
So, I mean, really, what we paid for, you can't get a better one.
Yeah, that's mean.
So, overall, it's got a little bit of rust, but it's manageable. It's not like the point to where you're replacing all but like 3 panels on here. I mean,
all the bottoms of the doors are solid and everything. This rocker over here is solid. It's just really the driver's side that's
driver's side rocker
and
what will be cut out and replaced, but the roof and everything else is surface rust, so can't complain with that. And so it's been took care of pretty good. So,
and something else too, it's got 16-inch Alcoas on it.
Yeah, it's got the little Alcoas on it,
which I actually kind of like, but
that's another reason we bought it. It's got the look with these wheels on it.
Yeah, a lot of them we was looking at had the steel wheels, just the regular 16.5 steel wheels. And I mean, the Alcoas, you know,
maybe later on you get some bigger ones.
You know, so, maybe a couple extra lug nuts on there. Who knows?
Yeah. This does have a big block in it, a 454 big block turbo 400. It's got air. Actually, air still works.
Air blows cold.
Air blows cold.
And they also put top post on here, which, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I ain't worried.
Should be side post, but yeah, it's no big deal.
It's pretty clean under here. Somebody has put some kind of mat on that firewall up there. Oh.
There's a hood there. Anyways, yeah, I got the hydrostatic brakes, all that kind of good stuff. You know, got the big old radiator.
Yeah, it's got the big block 4-core radiator on it.
Actually, I don't know. That's really about it for under the hood.
And really, that's all you can say about it. This thing runs and drives. Well, when we bought it, before we bought it, sat there and idled for like 30 minutes. And I mean, it ran
You
good.
know, because these big blocks, you know, when you first crank them up in cold, they might run all right. But when they get up to operating temperature, you know, something's wrong. They'll start to knock if, you know, obviously something's wrong. So
This one didn't. So we're hoping nothing's wrong with it.
it just needs a good tune-up. Probably needs the time set and plugs and wires. But
Shift's good, takes the gear good.
yeah,
So we're gonna drive it later in this. So we really hadn't drove it that much, just a little bit. And so I think we went around the block like one time.
yeah.
So inside,
Oh, and this is a 3+3, so which just means it's a crew cab. It's
2 bench seats.
yeah. Anyway, getting to the inside here. It is actually fairly nice.
Yeah, somebody's put the dash in it because it's
I mean, it's an old dash, but it's not cracked or anything. So
like either an old dash they had put up somewhere or it was pulled out of another truck that just been sitting.
yeah, and they pulled the headliner.
And the door panels are actually pretty nice.
Yeah. Door panels are all in good shape. Carpet is obviously faded, which
I don't think who we got it from done this, but somewhere down the line somebody had cut the radio or cut the hole out to put a bigger radio in here. And at least they didn't cut the factory harness. They just cut the.
they just put a
This is their
adapter on it.
I don't even know if they wired it up.
It looks like they quit halfway.
They
through.
quit halfway through it. So, which I don't care if this thing's got a radio or not in it.
Yeah.
If you got a Bluetooth speaker now, I mean you're doing all right.
Got the big old tack.
Hang
Yeah,
up the
it was
dash also
here.
in here. It's got the CB radio in here. Don't work. It does have the antennas off the back glass, which is one thing I'm glad they did. A lot of people drill holes in the roofs of these things,
Or even the bed.
or the bed. They didn't do that here. They just stuck them on the glass. Glad they done that. This thing is full power.
Yeah.
Locks, windows.
Everything.
Yep, everything. It's a Silverado option. I don't know if we said that either, which it's
Fully
supposed
loaded.
to be fully loaded. For
Tilt, cruise, all that kind of good stuff.
We don't have cruise.
Got tilt, delay wipers,
Yeah.
all that
delayed
kind of good
wipers.
stuff.
I mean, overall inside, I mean, if it had a headliner in it, it would be
Pretty good.
pretty good. Yeah.
And here's the option tag for anyone curious here, if it'll focus. Right there. So,
I mean, seats
seats are in
shape.
good shape, you know.
I mean, me personally, I'd like to go tan in here if we ever done anything inside it.
And it's not that I don't like blue, but I just feel like a tan on this black would look really good.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that. Horn, I think the horn works. Horn works.
How about that?
Something though about this is a dual tank truck. It's got the switch here. We don't know right now. We're confused on
Which tank it's actually switched to?
yeah, because we're not for sure if the switch works. And then it says on here it's on the right tank, which we've been putting gas in the left side.
And it's been running, so.
Yeah, we're kind of.
But when we got it home, it was on the trailer and we was trying to back it off, and we was like, why ain't this thing cranking?
Yeah.
And we sat there for, I don't know, what, 30 minutes?
30 minutes messing with it.
Messing with it.
Ended up pushing it off.
And then we got to
And then-
thinking, you know, I wonder if it has gas in it.
Yeah. So
And-
we put gas in it. You know, they will run with gas in them.
Real shocker, you know, big block, 300 miles to the gallon, or 300 feet to the gallon, my bad. Ain't no
Yeah.
Tesla. Anyways. But it is amazing, you know, they'll run with gas in them.
They will. So we're actually going to try to drive this to the gas station and
Fill it up.
fill it up if we can determine which side it's in. So because I don't think something either the switch don't work or one of the tanks that ain't working. I'm not for sure which one. I don't remember what was said there.
Yeah. But we'll figure it out.
You know, we'll figure it out. So
And also didn't mention that This is a full floater rear end, full floater 14 bolt, 14 gears. It's locked, hun. Thank you. Anyways, here's the back. Got a slight rip in the seat, but all around, it's sliding rear window, which, you know, some people love, some people hate. You know, I'm kind of on the fence about it, but yeah, I mean, this is it. And look at this. Look at that. Shut. I've never shut a square body door that easy. Which I don't know if it's just a fluke or what, but that's the best shutting door on the truck.
Both back doors shut pretty good.
Which they may have not been hardly used back in the day. Who knows?
Not. But like we said, we've been looking for one of these for, I know, 2 years now. Like, seriously wanting to buy one. Never could find, well, we could find them. They were either one, too far away, or
just so rough that,
yeah, too rough for what we wanted to do with one. And this one here kind of,
it checked all the boxes.
kind of fit the category. We didn't want one with a small block in it. We found a lot we would buy if they had a small block, and yes, you could swap it out, but I'd rather have bought one with a big block already in it. And so we finally found the one, went up to Missouri, got it.
About 3.5, 4 hours away.
Something like that, you know, it was worth it.
And we'll throw some pictures in of pulling it back too.
Yeah.
So.
But this thing will look good pulling a trailer with,
who knows?
you know, another black truck on it, or, you know, something else.
Or maybe a
behind it.
black step side on it, you know.
You never know. So we're gonna go over some stuff here, put some gas in it for now, just to get us to the gas station, and then we'll.
I think we might swap some lights out on the cab
yeah,
lights
we're gonna
too.
check these cab lights. And we got this thing. We tried turning all these lights on, and I think this one was like flickering a little bit. So we just, you know, assumed the bulbs were shot in them. And then after looking into it more, that one of them over there didn't even have one in it.
Yeah, this one didn't even have a light in it, so that could be part of the problem.
So all we had up here,
Oh heck.
they've got these LED bulbs in here that I think they went out, or they didn't have them in there right, or
Burn up or something.
I actually already swapped this one. You turn them on and you can.
Yeah.
See, these are white lights. Supposed to be amber lights, but it's kind of got a white tint to
Or
it.
like a yellow tint, because it's a white light through an orange lens. But it'll
for
get the
now,
job
it'll get
done.
us here like that.
There we go. But like I said, it'll get the job done for now, which working cab lights are better than no cab lights.
Yeah, so we're gonna get the rest of these swapped out, and then get some gas in it, and hopefully make it to the gas station.
Hopefully. So, yeah. Alright, getting the last one put on, and moment of truth. I hope they all work. Oh, son. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about.
Marker lights don't work.
Yeah, well,
right.
this one does, but
Does it?
yeah. You don't want to pull the lens off that one and see if it's got a bulb in it.
Maybe not. I think these. I really don't think these bulbs. They didn't have them. They didn't fit that well.
Yeah, they had some sort of like.
Smaller one than that.
Let's focus here, like some sort of. All right, yeah. Huh.
Not gonna work like that.
That could be part of the problem. Well, anyways, now that one, we know that one don't work. These lights on the dually fenders sadly don't work, which who knows what the problem could be. Could be no bulb or what, but all of them on the tailgate work except for one, which these actually don't have the bulbs in them. The bulbs are made into the lenses, so you got to get the whole little thing there, which no big deal, they sell them. So yeah, it looks like that's gonna be all the lights we can get working, and throw a little gas in this thing and hit the road. Ain't that right?
That's right. Yep.
So we actually figured out what side the tank was on. It was actually switched to the right, but we switched it back to the left, and put 5 gallon in it. So
we're about to pull this thing around the other side. We gotta put some air in this left rear outer tire, and then we're gonna try to hit the road and go fill this thing up. Went and put gas in it, got back, truck doing great, no problems. It was about a 40-45 minute round trip there and back. This thing actually took less gas than I thought, because these are 20 gallon tanks are supposed to be, and I mean the gauge says 3/4 of the way full or a little above half, somewhere in between.
We didn't know if that was right or not. So
it took like 8 gallons, 7 point something. So I mean, I guess it was pretty accurate because put it back on full now.
Yeah,
so may have had more gas than we thought. So I mean, like I said, went there and back fine. The guy we got this from said that when he would run it for 25-30 minutes, just enough to get it hot, he said when he cut it off, sometimes it wouldn't crank back. But then so while we didn't cut it off, we were pumping gas, and you're not supposed to do that.
But oh well.
We did. So done that, brought it back here, cut it off, and then fired it right back up, and it cranked. So
who knows?
Who knows what that is? It may have worked itself out. So the truck needs a tune-up on it. Plugs and wires, a distributor cap, stuff like that. But so, and we're, like we said, we're excited to finally have crew cab dually, a C30. Been looking for one for forever now, so glad we finally found one to work with. And so probably won't touch this truck, work on it for the next couple months. We got a lot of other projects we've already started. We got to get them finished up before we really get into this one. But so hoping by mid-end summer, somewhere through there, we get started on it. But so other than that, that's about gonna wrap this one up. We got a lot more truck stuff coming, so I mean,
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff planned, a lot of big stuff coming. So yeah, we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.